Hey, welcome back. The new year brings with it some changes to child support payments some of you might not be aware of. They include increases in payments, changes with uninsured medical expense, and much more. With us this morning to navigate these changes is Jennifer Hughes, a partner with Church, Edel and Antrim. And thanks for joining us. So good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, this is important. Anytime there are changes, we got to talk about them and make sure people know. Child support formula has changed. It appears it's been updated. Can you explain that?
That's right. So they've updated the methodology by which they look at how families are spending money, spending income, and specifically how they're sharing in that spending related to children. So current data is being used in the new updates, and it's much more of a current model on how folks are spending income.
Okay, so that means maybe that there's looking at the obligation, the calculation weekly. How was it? What did it used to be, like maybe monthly or something?
It's always been weekly.
Okay.
That's how it's calculated at a base.
Okay.
But we think, although of course this just started January 1st, so we don't know or have a lot of data yet, we think we can see the child support obligations increasing perhaps across the board somewhere around 14 to 17%.
Okay, and that is good for the child, but again,
That's
for
right.
the person who has to pay that is a significant increase too that they may be seeing and saying, okay, how am I going to do that? That's a different part of the story, but let's talk about the new calculator tool. How does that used and where can we find that?
Sure, in.gov has that calculator online for folks who might be contemplating entering into a modification or a change of their child support, so they can really use that tool to play around with to see if this is something they might want to pursue.
Okay, and then I know there's something new too, it appears, I think, with the uninsured medical expenses. What do you want us to know about that?
That's right. So really what we've done is it's simplified now. There used to be something called a 6% rule, and it was tricky for families. There were a lot of payments going back and forth between parties. They've gotten away with that. So now they're just looking at a pro rata share of income for folks. For instance, if one party makes 25% of the income and another party makes 75%, that's how they would divide uninsured medical expenses.
You're also seeing on this screen here, over-the-counter meds paid for in full by the parent. Is that something that's new and something that's changed?
Well, we've always had that sort of model, but with the changes to the child support guidelines, people are going to want to reevaluate those prescription meds and over-the-counter meds and who's paying for that, and making sure that parties are sharing in those expenses and getting reimbursements when appropriate.
We have about 45 seconds left, and I know there's so much to this. What do you think is the most important thing for our viewers to understand with the time that's left? And they're screaming, going, Ange, ask her this, ask her this. What do you think it is?
These changes are not automatic. So if you already have a child support obligation in place, your obligation won't be changing automatically.
Okay.
If you think you might benefit from these changes, you should definitely contact your family law attorney.
Okay, Jennifer Hughes, thank you so much. Again, so much to it, a lot goes into it. Again, fox59.com as always, and you'll be able to see this interview again if you're just joining us and you're like, wait, what did she say? We'll have that information for you there. Good to see you. It's 8:46 right now, Jim.